Welcome to Sage Sisters. We are sisters, besties, moms, and co-founders having a fun catch-up on parenting and life. Hey, I'm Ann.
And I'm Kate. Welcome to a new episode of the Sage Sisters podcast. Ann, you want to tee off the topic? Tee off? Does that even make sense?
Yeah. You know what? We have golf coming up, so tee off. It makes a lot of sense to me. So
okay. All right. I got golf on my brain, I guess.
Got golf on the mind. So we are doing our smorgasbord, if you will. And I actually liked it because I just named this podcast already. And let's see if you can get it. We tink.
No.
A chaotic April smorgasbord.
I believe you were trying to do an impersonation of Maura.
Yes, that's why.
You need to work on your Scottish accent.
It
will say
it reads better.
One of the weaknesses of my entire persona is my lack of ability to do accents, impersonate, like any of that. I'm so bad at.
I would put myself in the same category, but at least you understood.
Some content, some just random stuff as usual, but it'll be a fun one. Before we get to that, though, you want to give us your high?
Yes. My high is after last week's podcast, or 2 weeks ago. No, last week's podcast. We did the skincare. I can't even keep track.
Yes.
We had our dear friend, Dr. Lori, on. I have purchased all the things that she told us to purchase.
You did? Have they come yet?
Yes. And so she gave us clear 4 steps that you need to do if you don't have a good skincare routine. And I did not. And it was when she simplified it, it was like an aha moment for me.
Oh, good.
I've always felt very overwhelmed with the process, how expensive it was, what I should really be doing.
Yeah.
And Phil, I told you as well, was super into the idea of it. So we have now started our 4-step skincare routine.
Now, what did you do on the retinol? Did you end up getting
the Oil Valet? I can never say that right either. The Regenerist. And that was like the entry point into retinol. So I'm still very early into it. I don't know the results of what it will do to my skin, but I've started the process. I have all the items.
I'm happy for you.
Yes. And so anyways, I've been like feeling like a new person. And then with that came like, what else can I buy? Mm-hmm. So I got some new creatine gummies coming. They have not arrived yet. But have you heard
creatine
of
again?
Well, listen, it's called creatine gummies. And if you all remember, I thought I had a brain tumor because I tried creatine and it got me so severely hydrated. I couldn't think. Like my brain was, I had the biggest headache. I had to go into the doctor and it came out that it was just like
that's why I'm
dehydration.
like, why are you trying? I do remember. That's why I'm like, what are you doing?
Everybody really swears by creatine helping you with weight loss and muscle gain, like just toning. And I think that I just took too much and didn't hydrate. So I think if I do, everybody told me the gummies is easier to
You and I are the
portion
same person.
out.
Here's what I'm laughing about. You've tried creatine and failed miserably before, but here we go again.
Mm-hmm.
I have tried retinol before. It just absolutely effed up my face. I have such sensitive skin. But after the Dr. Lori episode, I was like, I'm going back to it. I'm going to try it again. So I just did like Walgreens online, got a prescription for, the Differin gel. We're going to try that again. See if I can.
If enough people say it benefits you, that's where it clicks for me. It's like retinol for you. It's like, I know you have sensitive skin, but maybe this time will be
I
different.
did it too much. Maybe I need to do it once a week.
Maybe I overdosed on creatine, and if I just do the right amount, it will be better for me.
I like the gummy form. I like everything in a gummy format, though.
I do too. And I'm thinking gummy format feels less headachy.
Defies science, but okay.
I know.
So I'm excited for you.
I also got liquid collagen, a new liquid collagen that I'm really loving.
Give up on that. That's a dumb one. She even said it's dumb. What are you doing?
No, she said it's not going to hurt you, and if you are seeing benefits, and I think I am, like nails and skin on point.
All right. You do you. I don't want to yuck your yum. But also, I saw you in Phil's supplement cabinet and about shuddered. It was like
most of those are his. Also,
I feel like it's becoming your entire personality.
Well, it's my high this week.
Okay. All
right. What's your high?
Well, next week for me is spring break. And I have to admit, remember last week I was like overwhelmed. I'm like, I have no plans.
I
Okay, I
remember.
whipped together a plan. I just needed a little pressure. So we're going to go down to Santa Cruz. I got the kids in a 3-day camp. I scheduled some like fun tennis. I'm going to even maybe try to get a massage. So I like have enough stuff where I'm like, all right, I think it will be a fun week. And just mentally, like going offline for a week, I'm like really excited. And I feel like even work wise, that was stressful before because I'm like, fuck, I have 1,000 things to do.
Right.
Now I feel like, okay, I got the schedule. I punted some stuff till after. I like made space for the week in a way that now I feel good about. So now I'm energy up, very excited for spring break.
Good. Well, go enjoy and come back in a better mood.
Oh, okay. Swipe.
Listen, you said the same thing to me, and I did come back very solid. I'm just hopeful for you
Did
to
I
have
say
the
it
same.
in that tone to you, or
I think it was worse, if I remember.
Okay.
It
All
was
right,
also multiple conversations, not just one. So,
well,
anyways,
it needed to be said, I guess. Okay,
yeah,
what's your low?
All right, my low is 2 things that got canceled. Just devastated.
Okay.
I got Lola in the tennis program that I've been on the wait list for a very long time.
No, I remember you talking about this.
She got in, and the day of her first class, they called me and said there were not enough kids to sign up, so they're canceling the whole class.
No.
That time frame. Oh, so I've emailed and I'm like, can you get her in a different time? Like, that's not my fault. You accepted it. And they were like, it's a refund coming your way. We'll see. And I haven't heard back from them. So I'm just upset. Yeah. It's just like she was so excited for it. And they didn't even cancel until an hour before her first class. So I was amping her up.
That's
like I was
BS.
like, you're so excited today for your tennis.
I don't want any cancellations day up. Like I got a tight ship running over here. You can't mess with me like that.
So frustrated. And they still haven't responded to my email. So
you're not going to get
you know who you are if you listen to this podcast, which they don't. You better email me back. Okay. Second of all.
Yeah.
You know the Abercrombie dress I told you was in the abyss? It it was supposed to be sent to me.
It finally come? I guess
it went to the warehouse.
Oh no.
They never showed up. It's somewhere in a Murfreesboro. Then then I emailed back and they said they'll send me a new dress.
Yes.
It's been too long, so I emailed again. They credited me back. It's out of stock. They will not ever send this to me. It seems like a discontinued item, if you will. And I'm frustrated.
Was this your dress for this weekend?
It was my new spring dress for everything. It was like you could go pick up the groceries. You could go pick up your kids. You could go to baseball. But it looked elevated. It was just like a simple black tennis dress.
This is for you or this is for Lola?
For me. Lola was the tennis cancellation. This is my dress that I've been so excited.
I thought I was going to be a hero because I have the cutest couple things coming for Lola that might I thought I was going to just save the day there, but nothing.
I want to be clear. I wouldn't be as devastated if it was a dress for Lola.
True.
Listen, I love her dearly, but she has a lot of clothes. It's like, she's not, and we just went shopping for the Masters, so she has the cutest new tennis dresses and things.
Yeah.
I'm the one who needs it.
And
it was the perfect wrap where it looked like it was going to be super flattering on the midsection.
Yeah.
Oh, devastated.
You know what, though? Let's pretend it came and was not flattering. And
is that better or worse?
Let's not pretend it was the perfect dress. You know,
you're right. It could have looked awful. You're right.
It could have been bad. Right. This could have been the universe being like, please don't.
I did say it was like maybe going to look a little young. I don't think so because it was black and classic, but it could have looked.
Send you. Remember, I told you I got that new rails dress,
and
it could scratch this itch for you. I think it would look great on you too. I wore it. It's so flattering, so easy to throw on.
Well, at the same time I ordered this dress, I ordered another dress that I thought it was supposed to be labeled the most flattering golf outfit of all time.
And
I ordered it. It's awful. I look like I'm 90 years old. It's the most flattering for a grandma on the golf course. So I got to send that one back.
Anyway. I will say I got your Viore skirt. It's so good.
Dynamite.
And
the Viore jeans, which was my it
won't work on my inseam, but
so good. Okay, what's your low?
I don't know that I'm the best mom when it comes to like a holiday cute Easter basket. I was talking to some friends.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, what's your Easter basket? You know, I was going to lob some candy in a basket and call it a day, you know? And they were like, well, we always do a new swimsuit and we always do this and this and this. And then like Grace is kind of like, oh, I hope the Easter Bunny brings me all these things. And I was kind of like, oh gosh, are we doing this? I guess we're doing this. But I feel like I botched some Tooth Fairy stuff lately. I've botched the St. Patty's Day. We forgot about it and forgot to do leprechauns, forgot to wear green. So I'm sort of like, all right, Kate, tighten up. So I did just, you know, it always happens late at night. I just ordered a bunch of random shit off Amazon, trying to make this Easter basket thing happen. But I put it in the low because I'm just like, God, every time you turn around, there's a new basket.
Another thing. I was on a couple mom group chats with what are you putting in your basket group chats. And I'm like, I haven't bought it yet. Now, in my defense, and this is pre-recorded, but this is pre-Easter. This will go at least a week after Easter.
Okay.
We're traveling. So it's harder for me. I'm like, do I bring the baskets? What do I do? Where do I put them?
Are you bringing them?
I'm going to bring them, but we're going to have to do them later on in the day of Easter because our actual event, our golf event is Sunday morning.
I love how you say our. Ace's golf event, you nerd. It's not your golf event.
We are a big part of it because I am so nervous for him.
Oh my gosh. Get a grip over there. We're all so excited for Ace.
I'm so excited for him.
And I'm excited for Ace's event. Okay. I have one more quick low and then we'll get into it, which is I got a freaking registration to sign up for Cal's flag football, which starts in January. I was like, and this was in late March when I got that.
January of next year?
Yeah.
What?
Time to register. I was like, I'm going to come over there and drop kick someone.
That's too soon. That's ridiculous.
I made fun of it for summer camps when it was February starting in like June. This is unhinged. March starting in January.
That's weird.
You got to get out of here with that. I was furious.
Well, I'm waiting.
Sports leagues are really getting unhinged.
I'm waiting for the soccer fall sign up. And it should be any day.
I was going to say, we did that months ago.
Hasn't come up yet, I don't think. I should double check because I got to get Lily. I'm so excited. It's Lily's first year to do soccer.
Although the chaos of 3 kids and 3 activities.
Bring it on. You know, seeing her happy, it's all I care about.
Oh, what a great mom you are. Oh,
well, you just tossed me under the bus for stealing Ace's Thunder, so I might as well give myself a little uppity up. All right,
let's move. Your creatine gummy.
All right, let's move on. Perfect timing and I'll change my tone. Everything's not awful.
This was a couple weeks old, but I had flagged it and I thought it was worth still mentioning. Did you catch the story of the DoorDash elderly delivery guy?
Tell me everything.
Okay, this was kind of relatable. There was a girl who ordered Starbucks. Brittany Smith ordered a Starbucks. Too lazy to go out and get it. She's like an able-bodied 18-year-old or something.
And Starbucks of all things, it's such
I know. I can see myself doing this, Brittany. We're on the same team. But then she was on her Nest Cam, or she saw on her Nest Cam the sweetest little old guy bringing up her Starbucks. And she was like, I want to just die right now. Like, I'm the laziest piece in the whole world. I can't believe I let this guy.
Like, protect him at all costs type of vibes.
So she set up a GoFundMe that now has over $1 million. And even like DoorDash put money in it to retire this guy. He was so old doing this work.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. A lot of people chipped in here, covered and I guess the story, you know, his wife had a health thing that pulled him out of retirement. He needed, you know what I mean? Like covering medical expenses.
Could you pull at the heartstrings anymore?
No.
And so he was going back out into the workforce and door dashing?
Like a lot. Like his DoorDash activity was like thousands of deliveries.
Oh my gosh. I love that. Good job, Brittany. Way to take your lazy piece into such a great moment.
I agree.
I like that story a lot.
But how sweet. The world came together to retire this sweet man.
Yeah, love that.
Okay, let's get into the smorgasbord.
There's a lot here. And
I have a question to ask you actually to kick this off.
Okay.
This is coming out of left field. I don't watch Summer House, but my whole feed was like, popping
the
like
number one thing. You should see my text.
I need a little debrief because I don't know what's going on. I feel like I can't even go outside without someone being like, did you?
So this is going to be like 2 weeks after the news drop that this goes on. It's going to be too late. It's fine. But we are actually recording in real time. It dropped yesterday.
Okay, tell
me.
So
there could be a couple things that come out afterwards. I'm just saying. We're recording it the day after this news dropped. For all my Summer House Bravo gals out there.
Mm-hmm.
It is... They're calling it, which is making me very angry, Scandival Part 2, which is not the case. It's just not the case. But there is a little drama with the cast. So the current cast, everybody's obsessed with. They love every individual. They're crushing it this season. And
is this another Hamptons crew?
This is the Hamptons crew. And they film. So like right now we're watching Summer House filmed in the summer of 2025, right?
Okay.
Like, so it's a little bit delayed.
Okay.
But there is a woman, Sierra, who's a beautiful model who seems to always be single. And I don't get it. She's just absolutely stunning. And she was dating this other cast member, West, almost a year and a half ago, a long time ago, 2 years ago at this point. And it was like all summer they were together. They were the cutest ever. And then ended up, he just was getting a lot of publicity. It was his first season on, and he didn't want to commit. So they were only dated for a few months, but they had good chemistry. And he ended up not wanting to be in a relationship. He's young, single, was getting a lot of girl hits from being on TV for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, everybody like outcasted West the next season because he hurt Sierra's heart. And everybody's like, protect Sierra. Okay. Also on the cast is Kyle and Amanda, a married couple that have been together 10 years, married 4.5. Okay. They've been cast members since the beginning of time.
All right.
Fast forward to this summer, West and Sierra have become friends again, almost a little flirtatious. And after the season aired,
but they were never together. This is the married?
No, this is the non-married, but they were friends again. This is important information. And they were flirting together this past summer. And everyone was rooting for them to get back together.
Okay.
After the season, Kyle and Amanda announced their divorce separation. The whole last season, the season we're watching, is brutal. They're so toxic. It's just not going well for them in this marriage. And it was in January that they announced their divorce. Now, everybody speculated they've been separated a little longer than they said. Mm-hmm. But technically, they said they move out of the house in November. January, they're divorced. We now sit in April. West and Amanda just came out that they're hooking up and maybe a full-blown relationship. And they only came out because everybody was speculating. And finally, they put out a dual announcement yesterday saying, it's very new. We weren't expecting it. We didn't mean to lie to everyone, but we didn't want to come out and say this. So Sierra unfollowed him, is heartbroken. Kyle, haven't heard anything from him yet, but obviously devastated. It's his great friend and then his wife, of which they just broke up. And they're in like this full-blown like potential relationship. So everyone's like, I mean, they were both single. So that's why it's not Scandival. But it's like mind-blowing for people who have like the backstory of these relationships.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's juicy.
It's really juicy. So and everybody's team Sierra, which is hilarious because Kyle was actually with this woman for 10 years and married to her. Sierra was barely with West at best. She just had a crush on him and everybody feels
Kyle's
bad.
Not as likable.
Yeah, he didn't treat Amanda great this past summer, so he's on the shit list.
Okay.
But anyways, it's juicy.
That's the debrief I needed. Thank you for getting me into the cultural zeitgeist.
Yeah, so West and Amanda are getting a lot of hate online. People are team Sierra. It's quite controversial. TBD on what happens next.
All right. The drama. Okay. Speaking of drama, can we go to the Bachelorette fiasco?
Listen, Taylor Frankie Paul was nominated as the Bachelorette. Everybody by now should know, if you're not living under a rock.
Yeah. This is, again, we don't break news here at the Sage Sisters. We talk about it after it's cold.
But if you're not familiar, she was a Secret Life of Morbid Wise cast member. She's very controversial because she came on as a TikToker who like was best known for like saying she was a swinger. She's been divorced, has multiple baby daddies. She was announced as the Bachelorette as a crossover. So everybody was kind of like, ooh, I don't know. This should be interesting, but ratings will be good. And then a domestic violence video from like 2023 came out. And the visual of it was pretty horrific. Her
I watched it.
abusing and throwing chairs at her like boyfriend, baby daddy. And
Which
like
hit her kid.
in a chair, the chair hit the kid. And then there's a new domestic violence that just came about. No one's seen video footage or anything, but in February. So that's why this resurfaced, is the original domestic violence that she got arrested for and
well,
owned
it's
up
not
to
the
it.
original because there was a different domestic violence on season 1 of Mormon Wives.
That's the one. That's the 2023. That's the video you're watching.
Oh, that's the video from,
Yes.
okay, because the show didn't have that video, but it did have the police coming.
So that is what everybody's saying, is like, everybody was like, she owned it. She, she got arrested. She did her, quote unquote, was like apologetic and moving forward. But then when the video footage came out, it was like, whoa, wait a minute. You did not establish how bad that was. And like, it definitely appeared she was the aggressor. Now, what happened before the recording, who knows? They're both toxic with each other.
Well,
But
now
anyways,
it also spoiled the season because she ended up like being with the guy, Dakota, the night before she left for the show. She got engaged to a new person on the show, but then immediately afterwards had a domestic violence charge again with Dakota. So I'm like, okay, so she immediately ran back to him.
She immediately ran back to him. They canceled the airing of it. They're out millions of dollars. ABC is out millions of dollars for this cancellation. So what we were going to talk about today is that who's going to be the next Bachelorette? There's a lot of speculation. Now, Sierra from Summer House has been nominated as somebody that people would want to see. I don't know if it's big enough, though, outside of Bravo to be ABC Bachelorette. You know what I mean? It's like almost, is she as well known?
The other name that I heard was Maura from Our Traders.
Exactly.
But I had never heard of her before. I mean, I didn't watch Love Island. So like I had never heard of her before Traders, but she totally won me over and I think would be great.
I agree. Now, again, is she big enough outside of Traders? Probably not, but she's likable and enough people know her that would watch the show. It could have some.
I also think like they're straying from like just picking someone from the season before recipe here for the first time, which does smell a little desperate. It's a bit like ratings must be terrible. You guys are doing weird stuff. Like I thought the original like Taylor Frankie Paula was like, whoa, what? Weird. That's so not this show.
I agree. And honestly, they're regretting it now, obviously. But like, it's a little like they need a revamp, or is the show's done? Everybody's speculating, like, where do they go from here? They tried the Golden Bachelor. Bachelor in Paradise gets better ratings than the Bachelorette and Bachelor, but it's still like kind of just. I was a hardcore fan for a while, no surprise, since college, and I haven't watched the last few seasons. That says a lot.
They're not casting well.
No.
I feel like I will watch it if I like the main character. And just like, even with the Golden Bachelor, like season 2, I watched one episode. The guy didn't have the right vibes. I'm like, I'm not rooting for this guy, you know? And then a bunch came out that he like wanted all these like young women to be cast. And I was like, ew, dude, that's not the vibe.
Totally.
You're out. And then, I don't know, there was a couple Bachelorette picks that I was like, you're not the right pick.
I will say some of them were slightly boring from a Bachelorette standpoint. So Taylor, Frankie Paul would not have been boring, but she also is not for me. Like, I don't think I would want to. It's not like I'm scratching at is that the expression, scratching at the bit to watch her on The Bachelor?
Ew, I don't know, but I never want to hear that again. That was sick. Okay. Well, I would be pumped for a Maura season, I will say.
So we're Team Maura for Bachelorette.
And that's the Tink reference. She can't say H's.
I think.
My kids have tried that accent now. It's pretty funny. There's also, we'll put in the show notes like a really funny Instagram clip of a group of friends watching Traders. And they had basically a drinking game. Every time she said Tink, they cheersed.
That's great.
She tinks, we tink was like the caption. And I was like, love it. That's all the vibes I need.
The Traders season, just epic. All right. Shall we move on to a couple other
fire away
shows? I am pumped and also have started watching. I haven't gotten through the full season, but the Jury Duty 2, season 2, I was telling you about this.
Yeah.
Is a must watch.
Must watch. Okay. I haven't started it, but I will.
It's so funny. So it's basically like The Office, but real.
It sounds so cringe. Like I'm getting Meet the Fockers energy.
So the whole premise is there is a company that's like fake, but there's one person that does not know that everybody else is actors. And he thinks he's going into this company as a temp and being an assistant to the head of HR. And they're putting on a company retreat.
How did they explain the like videography of it all?
Well, so he thinks he is doing a documentary for the retreat. Like it's well explained in the description.
Okay.
But there was ways that this poor guy,
the premise is genius,
thinks that he is actually in like a real life. And it is like Truman Show meets The Office. It's hilarious.
Okay, I'm excited.
And
I will say
every character is crazy, and you just think about it like from a like you like kind of go into it as him, and you're like, oh my gosh, if that happened to you, like, or if these people were acting that way in front of you, like, what would you do?
My favorite internet content are these kinds of pranks where like somebody will bring home. There was one I watched last week. It was like a girl brought her new boyfriend home. And then everyone in her family was in on the prank to bow to the dad before dinner. I was dead. Did you see this?
I saw that. I saw
and he
that.
was like,
yeah. There are so many things like that are hysterical. It gives that energy. And there is some cringe moments where you're like, oh my gosh, like, and he's a protected him at all cost feeling.
Did you also see this one? I think this is so funny. At a fast food restaurant, the girl goes to her boyfriend, could I order the fries? And it is just so cringe. And all the boys are like, of course. Like, what are you talking about? But then the fast food person thinks that he's like controlling
the
her
boyfriend
food.
so bad. I've seen a couple of those like pranking the husband skits, and those are really funny.
That's gold.
I really love that. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. You got
pranks,
one on your side?
I did hide some fake bugs in Grace's lunchbox today for April Fools.
Oh, good. Oh my gosh. I got the parents so good.
You did? What'd you do?
I mean, I don't know if it'll translate over. Well, here we go. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. Translate over the mic. But I called mom and dad, and mom and dad are going with us to Augusta National this weekend and staying.
We got your golf event.
Exactly. where we got an Airbnb, which is true.
Okay.
And it's really hard to get like a hotel or Airbnb. We've had this booked for months, and mom and dad are coming down, and mom has been super like worried about the like look, like, are we going to should we have stayed in the hotel that was given to us, feeling guilty that they're coming down. Yeah. So anyways, I called them this morning and I was like, you just wouldn't believe it. Like the Airbnb canceled on us. And I was like, I don't know if they just got like a better deal as it got closer to the Masters and they just think they could get more money. Like, I don't know how they can get away with it, but they canceled. Oh, no. Like, we don't know what we're going to do. And I was like, I'm looking at hotels, like, but the closest hotel that has availability is like 45 minutes away, and they're freaking out. Yeah. And dad's like, I know it's because they got better deal, And I was like,
gets his tin hat on. He knows for a fact.
Anyways, I let it marinate for like 5 minutes.
I was going to say, did you actually go long enough?
Yeah, I was in the car, so it allowed me to go longer.
Yeah, thank you. Good prank.
Thank you. And then I revealed it's April Fool's, and they were like, they started laughing hysterically, but I got them good. I was excited.
I'm proud of you. Yeah, I admit, like, this was not my best prank. I've done some good ones over time. I had too much going on to like really execute a good one, but yeah, I'm proud of you.
I wonder if I could run it back. Nobody's in the house right now. I wonder if I could tell Phil that the Airbnb got canceled.
For sure. Keep going on this. I think it's good. I think it's good, especially because it's your huge event and, everyone's like
my event. Okay.
I like that. I'm excited to hear how that goes.
Right. You got any other content?
This was dumb. I sent it to you, but the basketball coach that recruited me to Ball State, Brenda Fries, went viral this week.
I loved it. I saw it and I loved it.
To one of her players. She's now the head coach of Maryland women's basketball. And the original clip went viral, and then you know how it does where everybody picks it up and like does their take on it. But I was just like cracking up at all of it. The headline was that it was actually a very motivational speech, but she was like in this girl's face. So like a lot of people at first were like, whoa, this,
She's yelling at her in her
He's
face.
screaming in her face. And then someone did the lip reading of it, and she's yelling, "I believe in you," like screaming in her face. Well,
she was like,
you.
"It is not my story. You've got to want it more than me. It is your story."
So, like,
it was
what
just like
she was
wow.
saying and like how she was saying it was like interesting, but I just had to laugh. It brought back a lot of memories for me. But I love a good March Madness pump up speech.
It was very motivational to see. It was a great speech. It was very powerful.
You know what I also went back and did after I saw that speech? You know, when we started Sage Haven, we like put the pump up locker room speech from the Colorado coach, Deion Sanders.
Yeah, Deion Sanders. Yeah. I love that pump up speech.
Right now.
Yeah.
I went back and like watched that again.
It's our time. Yeah.
It's our time.
Yeah, it's great. I love a good pump up speech. Sports
so I
pump
had
up
like
speech.
I went through like a whole rabbit hole of like pump up speeches this week.
Well, that's a good one. We'll have to we'll link the Deion Sanders one because that was good, and the Brenda one.
Okay. What do you got?
I got 2 more things. First one, did you see this Barbie Dream House experience gone Frye Fest?
No.
This was gold.
Where are you getting this content?
Mattel, I don't even know. Mattel put on this like a big event down in Florida where it was supposed to be a dream house Barbie experience. Like real life, you go in, you're supposed to have like a 90s roller skating area and like all of these vendors and like just the Barbie experience in person.
Yeah.
So these tickets were going for like at least 60 to 80 a pop, and like VIP tickets were like 400. Okay. They were just building it up. Then everybody was starting to just film their experience and post it, and it went viral because it was so bad. It literally was like blow up experiences. There was no music or lights. It was like rails over a small area that was roped off for the like roller skating area.
Oh no.
Kids over the height of 2 feet couldn't even do a bike situation. They had like a bike experience, but if you were over 2 feet, you couldn't get on it. So it was like only toddlers who could do the bike experience.
No.
It was vacant. It was like this huge convention center, and it was just no one was like, it was just bleak. Like there was no decorations.
God, every event planner is just squirming right now. What a nightmare. You put on a bad event.
And I guess the doors were supposed to open at like 9 a.m. and the first people couldn't even get in till like an hour and a half later. So you can just know they're like scrambling the day of. Like, it was just brutal to see. So I think Mattel is giving everybody their money back, but it was just like, it got picked up everywhere, like NBC, all the stuff. And everyone's calling it Frye Fest 2.0.
Cringe. Okay, what else you got?
All right, last thing, and we'll wrap it up fast.
Okay.
Have you seen the documentary or heard of the documentary on Netflix right now called Inside the Manosphere?
Nope.
Good. You would. I just even knowing what I know about it and watching a small snippet, you're going to just hate it. But basically, this whole documentary was, and I don't know the guy, Louis Theroux is the like guy who did the documentary. That means nothing to me, but maybe
unless
somebody
it's
who knows.
Justin Theroux's brother or something.
Could be. But anyways, he's a British filmmaker, and they interviewed and kind of followed alpha males. And the number one thing coming out of this that's controversial is they were really trying to push this like one-sided monogamy. So men should be able to, because of they're biologically ticking that way, to have side partners, but the women should not. And that's one-sided monogamy, and that's what like all of them are like about. And I was like, I hate this.
Was it just like one horrible man after the next, or were there any redeemable characters?
What I saw of it was just like one after the next of just, I mean, obviously they picked a specific person. It wasn't like they just went out into the crowd and started to hand to like all men.
How clueless are these men though?
That's
to be like that on camera. It's like, you're so out of touch. You think this is going to resonate? Like you don't see how you're going to get canceled before you say that thing or do that thing?
The whole thing was crazy, like absolutely nuts. And just the double standard they had for relationships was almost unbearable to watch. I had to turn it off. I don't even want to finish it.
Our cousin Jackie in a group thread said something like, gosh, it's so painful to be attracted to men. Something like that. I was dying. I was like, golly.
Let's do a side tangent. Not all men. But man, everybody on that film sayonara with relationships. That's
Mm-hmm.
disgusting.
Okay, what's the last thing on here? You put something about becoming European?
Yeah. There was an article that was in my Skim. Do you get the Skim?
Yeah.
And
I don't really read it that much, but
it resonated with me because the author is from the US, but she married a European man.
okay.
And she was just basically saying that she has to do a reset, like almost, I think she called it a 48-hour reset of like taking European culture to be a more peaceful, better person.
So was she making him more American or was she getting more European?
She's getting more European. So she was saying like when she goes over there, she feels so much better because they just have routines and traditions that are healthier. And some of which we do over here, but it's just not like accustomed to everyone, right? But like slower mornings, they don't get on their phone for at least an hour after they wake up. They sip their lemon water, you know, they eat high fiber breakfast. Like that's just one thing. They always have a connection, at least weekly, but mostly daily, to the outdoors. So like hiking, like really outdoors.
Yeah, they don't work as much.
Exactly. But like they do no tech, you know, it's like they're outdoors, but they have no tech attached to their body. Like that's a big deal for us. They eat with the seasons, you know, so whatever's growing in the ground, they eat. They drink slower. I can't relate to that one. They do saunas more often. Anyways, I just kind of thought it was interesting. And I'll tag the article, but it's like, you know, it kind of gave me a little like, I could
they take
some
a
of those
month
things.
of vacation. They pretty much all take August off.
Amazing.
They don't work very hard. I have mixed feelings. On one hand, I had a bunch of clients all over Europe. So I can remember being over there, working closely with them. And I remember one guy said, like, God, Americans, you just like, you work so much. You make us look bad. And you're always on. Like, he's like, how are you always on? You're always sharp. You're always, you know, and I was just being normal. But for me, it highlighted like American culture is so much more intense on the work side, on the productivity side, that's what it takes to have a good job here.
We should all take a beat and try to do what we can to be more European. That's what I
don't
hear.
know. That sounds like a recipe for disaster for Sage Haven.
I didn't say every day, but I'm going to try to do some things to.
I don't know. On the other hand, I'm like, well, this is why all the startups are coming from over here. Like,
spoken as the CEO for sure.
I'm just saying, there's like that intensity in work culture leads to outcomes that the rest of the world can't match economically. And on the lifestyle side, it's kind of brutal. And I think it is very related to the mom overwhelm, the working mom.
Our last podcast, chaos. Like just like chaos. How do you find joy?
It's chaos.
Well, this just tells me you need to go on your spring break and come back with a little more joy because you just took the opposite approach to that article than I wanted you to.
I'm defending American productivity.
Yeah. Like chill out over there. Lower your shoulders a little bit. Relax.
You're right. Maybe I'm going to come back. Like I'm making it a month. How would you feel about that?
All right. Let's move on to the tech tip.
Okay. I was talking to a mom last week who was like, I want to give my daughter, she was in 6th grade. I want to give my daughter a phone because she really wants the camera and she wants to use Google Maps. And there were some like totally legit reasons why the watch was tricky for her. And the camera was a big thing. She wants camera for group chat. And the mom was like, I don't care about that. And I said, well, why don't you just lock down the phone? Like what you're actually saying is you don't want her to get addicted to content. You don't want her on social media. You don't want these other things. Like just lock down. If you're going to give her a phone, that makes sense, but just lock it down. And she was like, I didn't even think of that. And I just like wanted to do a PSA. Like, I truly believe it's not about the device. It's about what's on the device, right? And it's about the habits around the device. And usually the addictive content on the device leads to the bad habit with the device. So like I understand why they get so conflated.
Yeah.
But we have some great things that we can link here, but it's basically like how to lock down these devices. Like if your kid is ready for a phone, we're going to show you how to do a phone, but without all the other stuff. You can lock it down. I do wish parental controls were easier. I do hope there's some improvements on that side, and hopefully we can be part of that change in the next couple of years. But just because they have a device doesn't mean they get access to the full internet or the full social media landscape. So it is possible.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll tag our how-to videos there.
Yeah. And even with the watch, like I was, it's like, yes, I gave my daughter a watch, but it has very limited functionality on it. It's for specific things. It is possible. Yeah. So anyways, that's just a little PSA, because I still think for some reason, a lot of parents like just have them in their brain as it's all or nothing.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, cool. What's your obsession?
My obsession, you're going to laugh at it, but it is the Xena liquid collagen. Zena. I believe in it. It's great. Okay. Lori said it's not going to hurt you. It may, if you see the benefits.
I tried collagen. I just didn't do diddly, and I was
didn't have liquid, and you didn't have this brand.
Okay. Well, let me know. Report back.
The only thing I'll say is it's in a plastic bottle. I'm confused about that for my health, but okay. What's your obsession?
Okay. I don't know if you've seen me putting this on all podcast.
Yeah, constantly.
Can you see it's prequel?
Okay.
It's an SPF 30 lip. I needed like a
I like
lip
what it's
sunscreen.
doing to your lips.
It tastes amazing. It's kind of got like a minty thing. Mm-hmm. I want to keep putting it on because it tastes so good. Loving it. So very excited for my prequel lip gloss.
Love it. I'm definitely going to get that because I like all thing lip gloss, but that one looks solid. And I need some SPF for the summer.
Well, and I needed a little color, especially until I'm not tan yet. But, this time of year, I need a little pop.
I love it.
All right, cool. Right. Well, that's a wrap. If you haven't rated us, please do that. Follow along. We're growing. Share it with a friend who you think might like us. And thanks for being here. We're really grateful that you listened to us. All right, TA.
Lilas.
Lilas.